Yeah, so we're waiting for Bullet now. So I've arrived. I've just been talking to the GoPro for about, I don't know, 20 minutes. I started talking to it, I don't know why, expecting Bullet to come past, and it never happened. So if you want to watch me talking to GoPro for 20 minutes, there'll be something on Comrade. I'll put it up here if it's there. If not, I've deleted it and you'll never hear it. But just unedited this, really. Can't get that bloody song out my head from TikTok. What's it like being 100 kilos, you ask? Well, 350 watts going 3 miles an hour. That's what it's like. Come on, car, go past. Go past. There's loads of room. I'm not sure what I've got to do with the tyres of the weekend. I think I've got enough tread to get me through the weekend, and I have to see what that's going to entail. There's a few quid I haven't got to spend on tyres at the moment, so. New tyres on this one. If I replace the tyres like for like, it's about 8 months revenue from 9 months. 9 months revenue from YouTube. Breathe in, breathe in. Yeah, so it's 100 mile. We're doing the Lynmouth Loop at 8 AM on Saturday with Bill and Ollie. That's training for the Sportif that's coming up, the hardest Exmoor. Well, no, hardest. What's it called? Hardest UK or something? Hardest 100 mile, but the hardest part of that is part of the brand. It's not the hardest, if that makes sense. There's a few different ones they have under that sort of series. So, I mean, it's hard. I mean, 100 miler, I don't know if Phil's told you he's coming down to do it, but I guess this will only be on Comrides. But the 100 milers, 100 miles, obviously, with like over 4,000 meters of climbing. So that's nothing to be sniffed at, especially if it's going to be warm as well. So it's the 8th of May, it might be a warm one, it might be quite tricky to do that. Luckily the people I'm doing with, they said they're doing 100 kilometers. Ollie, Bill, Harley, one of the groups doing 100 mile. He's a good rider. You should really hook up with Phil actually. Good. Still no Bullet behind. How's the daily vlogging going, you're asking? So Tuesday, I've always wanted to get back to the Convember videos. Obviously, you know, I had a blood clot in the leg. A DVT in the leg in November, which was misdiagnosed during the Convember video. So I haven't, to be honest, I need to go back and reply to all the people on that blood clot video, because I haven't, it's really tricky to go back and watch that. And I did watch one of the behind the comms from November, but it's just, you can look, I think if I was feeling a bit better about it now, then it would be fine, but it's still not amazing. I think I had that boost as soon as I come out of hospital, I guess, where it was screaming in agony and pain, going to get on the blood thinner straight away and ease that pain, gave me that little boost. I think made me feel a bit better than it was, and put my mind to rest. I mean, I've been thinking since November with the leg over to February, I've been thinking it was something a lot worse than was diagnosed, and I didn't push enough, to be honest, and just thought it'd be all right. But you don't think, like, you just don't think, I mean, there's a few things that slowed me down on the bike last year. There's a few things now looking back where you think, Christ, if that had just got an ultrasound, pushed harder with the doctors, got an and literally I could have not lost much fitness over the Christmas break and stuff, and kept up. I'd be out sort of ready to start comming, get some proper comms, get up. I want to, me and Ed talked last year about goals for 2021. This is when I was still riding my bike, and it was main one was to get super fit, do crit races, you know, be a crit animal, but also do well in some 100. I wanted to do 10 mile. I wanted to get that down as low as possible. If that was on a road bike or a TT, it doesn't matter. It was just get the weight down, get the power up, and do that. But obviously it's been set aside a bit. Yeah, so I'll get back to you in a minute. It's probably a bit windy. Yeah, so started the Tuesday was the first day. I thought I do feel a bit guilty about the Patreons and not giving them enough stuff, nothing. I know that's only the pressure I'm putting on myself as well. I know every one of those, and lots of them messaged when I wasn't very well and stuff, just saying, don't worry, we'll be here, can't wait for you to get back making vids. And I think as a, you know, I've fallen into this obviously last year with the lockdown, but I bloody love it. And yeah, it's kind of, you know, I want to just make more. I just love making vids and editing the vids. I don't know how. Trouble is how interesting they are to other people, and it's not about growing. I'd love to get the second channel to 1,000, and again, it's not really due to monetization or anything like that, because we all know from the main channel, you know, £10 a month doesn't equate to the, I don't know, 20-30 hours a week you put into it, if not more. Obviously it's not going to help with the behind the com vlogs. Also, I'll be completely honest with you, and you guys know, you guys are the hardcore, I imagine, watching this. Comedy doesn't last forever, and I know it can get tired. Like, I know some episodes can get a bit tiresome maybe, and I try my hardest to change it up a bit. Obviously I feel like I've had the rug taken out from under me with some of the plans we had, plans we had last year and this year. But you know, I've realised that I do love creating content, and I like people. I like entertaining people. I don't know how much you learn from behind the com, how much you take away. I don't think so, you know, if I was serious about it. Someone once said to me, you've got 3 channels in behind the com with the YouTube tips and advice. I spoke to this guy who used to work at Facebook yesterday. So he contacted me just saying how much he enjoyed the bikepacking one, and they say it looked like a cold call, but it wasn't a cold email. I've learnt my lesson, as Lord knows, not to just treat everything as spam, and you know, you don't know where opportunities lie. Like with Phil, being a fan of Phil's channel, and then Phil sending my stupid little vids to Cycling Hub, started the ball rolling over at Tim shared it on Facebook and uploaded the video. And I don't think to this day, maybe one more day, I had the same subscribers as that. And I know a lot of you are stuck around from that early post as well, so, which I love. I just love, you know, you see some people in the chat and you sort of think, wow, we've been on a hell of a journey together, haven't we? I mean, Christ, which is why I love behind the com. Yeah, I'm just a very average cyclist from living in Minehead to getting the chance to go riding with Ed and Phil, and Phil will just go, well, I'm just lucky to go riding with Com Hunter. And Ed's, they're 2 really humble guys, and yeah, I love them. I love them both. I just wish we had more time to sort of get together, make content. I'd love to go. I mean, I'm not going to talk about it here, but like we've talked about plans for camps and stuff like that. Phil's got a very stressful job. Ed, like my relationship with Ed, he like is amazing, because I sound like Bullet Bell going on here. It's just like I've learned so much from the guys about YouTube and stuff, and I do feel like I'm in a situation now where I can help them, obviously with thumbnails and design and stuff, but I can help them with little bits and bobs that they don't even know about most of the time. Like sometimes I'll look at the videos, I'm an editor on their channels, so it means I can go and I can't see the money that Phil's making, so don't ask me. But Ed will be buying that Ferrari pretty soon. No, I joke in the videos. That is a complete overestimation of Ed's advert. So whenever I joke about Ed's advert revenue, don't listen to me. He knows it's a joke. Charlie definitely knows it's a joke. So yes, I keep going around in circles. This is like an unedited behind the Convember vlog chat to the coffee chat. So yeah, this guy that's used to be a partnership manager with Facebook, he's such a cool dude. He's like got that great accent. So I had a Zoom call with him the other day, and hopefully I not came across all right. I mean, I don't care if he likes me or doesn't like me. I was just myself, maybe talked a bit too much. Gave him some feedback on what he was showing me, and hopefully gave him a few ideas as well. There's a few friends outside of YouTube that would actually use what they were making for a completely different reason they're making it, so could be interesting. Yeah, I was talking about him. And well, we're going back to the vlogs, aren't we? So when I was doing Convember, like that interaction we all had was just amazing. And I don't stream that much, live stream that much, and I think Phil and Ed, when I started with the YouTube, they were like, Phil loves that quick snap, those early vids, those seven minute quick snaps, quick sharp edits, bang 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 all over the place, which I love to do. They're hard work. I mean, someone said the other day, if you make someone said my video is like, I was gonna write you a long letter, I can't remember, it's Mark Harris, gonna write you a long letter, I was gonna write you a short letter, but I didn't have time, so I wrote you a long one. That's what it's like editing. I, as I've probably said before, over Christmas was just gorging on YouTube content from editors, soaking it all up, just trying to learn. And I still think, like, I don't know what you guys think, let me know down below in the comments. I really do think that sprint one video I did, can I hit 1500 watts, and the roundabout one, too short of videos, but I don't know, I just really loved, I go back and watch them now and then and just go, yeah, that time flew by. Then some episodes, I mean, the bike packing allowed me to practice some different skills, because I lost all that footage. I had to sort of, punch my way out of a corner with the editing, and I'm thankful for that now. I'm still gutted about what we lost, and might get it back one day, but we might never see it. But it's silly things like that, where it's like this with the whole channel. It's like uploading to a TikTok and then a little YouTube vid, and it just went from there really. And it's those opportunities that you do need to grab. So now going back to that first bikepacking episode, it's the first episode I used epidemic sounds. which is like a music library subscription that you pay for, and editing to the music, wow, fair play to everyone that does it. That part 2, I was editing this one scene. I was speaking to Gary Scarlett about it, black and white photographer. So he was saying someone he works with really liked the videos, and I don't think he's a fan, this guy, and just said he could he'd watch that again and again. So but yeah, editing, I changed that one song in part 2 3 times, and once, I don't know if it's just my skills, once you start clipping to the beats in the song, to then change the song and try and redo it is a nightmare. Is such a nightmare. But you know, looking back, 2 videos I'm super proud of. Super proud of Bullet as well for doing what he did. His videos are great as well, and Bullet doesn't get enough credit. Whenever I say, I mean, look at that roundabout video I just spoke about. I cycled round a roundabout for 10 miles. I think that was Saturday at 12. I was waiting for a good bit of weather, and I was going to go and do it by myself, and it just got colder and colder. So Bullet finished work on Saturday about 1:30, 2. I said, oh, do you fancy coming down and watch me cycle around a roundabout for 10 miles and we'll pretend you're not there? He's like, yes coach. And I was just like, oh, you know, that video without Bullet, we've got a real steep bit now. That video without Bullet would have been nothing. Him walking round, me shouting out questions to him doing a moonwalk, him every lap walking round, hitting the same spot. But that's Bullet. Hitting the same spot on that roundabout is amazing. I just think it's warm up here. But that's Bullet all over. I was in the shit, I didn't have anything to put out on the Sunday, so I just sat there, literally waiting, filming some little bits, waiting to go out and make a tit of myself on the bike. And then he comes out, Ed again, yo, calling it up Ed Laverack, which just seems so normal now. I mean, he's appeared in a little behind the com film today, so I don't know when that will come out, but it's just, it's just like, I'll call up Ed. And he's just brilliant. He just rolls with the punches, doesn't mind us taking a piss out of each other. And I mean, that up top of the hill was fantastic. That's why I want to break stuff like that out onto the shorts channel as well. Going back to not like live streaming, connecting with the audience. If Com Hunt hasn't taken off, technically, is it? I got to 500 subs pretty quick. VC and all that lot sent me some amazing advice, which I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for VC. Technically, I would have stopped episode 3 or 4, 4, 5. And I just had this voicemail. I think I've played bits of that voicemail. I listen to it most weeks, to be honest. It's just like, dude, it's so good, it's so good, it's so different, and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just, that keeps me going. And it is obviously different, but that's not to say, VC had a clip just to say, you know, don't let it go stale. I think it was the kind of, he didn't say that, he's like, dude, I've got this channel I used to watch all the time, and it was just the same video every week, and I just stopped. So I had to keep it fresh and stuff. And yeah, so I've tried. I'd love to spend, at the moment, Christ, I'm not sleeping on a Saturday to try and edit a video for the Sunday. imagine being able to spend a week like putting a video together and doing something like that. I mean, I want to start doing a few like that, get a week ahead and doing that kind of stuff. Never seems to work out that well. Anyway, still can't see Bullet Bell. Whew. That was a long talk, wasn't it? Hope you enjoyed that. We'll see Bullet in a minute, and imagine if something happened to me. And this was the last video that this is the last time you heard from me. That'd be mad, wouldn't it? I'm there going, yeah, blah, blah. Anyway, this guy on Tuesday was like, what are you doing with the channel? What's the goal? And the goal isn't really subs. It's, I don't know what the goal is really. I'd love to get that 100,000 sub button, but it's a bit more, you know, that 100,000 sub button gets overwritten by one person saying I suffered immensely last year, and your video is one of the only reasons I'm here every week. So that, you know, pisses all over any kind of button you can get. Well, I've made it to Wheddon Cross before Bullet.